Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2024. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Capricorn. Listen, before I even start, I have to say, I think June and July are going to be two of the biggest months for you in terms of just new beginnings, a huge shift happening for y'all, a really, really big one, okay? This is definitely going to be quite memorable. Like, you may never forget June and July of 2024. Now, before I get into it, I want you to know this is a month where a lot of the energies from last month, all right, the end of May, are spilling over into the beginning of June. And the first half of the month, you're going to feel very social, and I want you to be very social. All these planets in Gemini, wow, very social, very curious, thinking creatively, outside the box, being very open-minded to things, but communication is going to be extremely highlighted for you, okay? Extreme, and you may even find yourself being very flirty. I wouldn't be surprised considering some of the things that are going to be happening for you if you're single, but even if you're in a relationship, just feeling like really good in that, you know, in that zone. And you could also start getting very, very busy, okay? Really busy because all these planets in Gemini, all right, we're going to have a super stellium in Gemini. I'm going to get to that. That's going to be really, there's going to be like 5 planets in Gemini. Gemini does rule your 6th house, okay? And so that is everyday activities, your routines, it's work, a lot of work related matters, okay? So when I say be social, having conversations, communicating, it can be with colleagues, it can be with, you know, bosses, it can be things like that. You get where we're going with this. So definitely important, you know, have those conversations that you need to have. A lot of them may be very enduring, like long lasting, okay? The other thing is that the first half of the month, you may even be thinking, you know, Gemini is just so cerebral and so, you know, just, you know, they're in their head, and it's, you know, being an air sign. And anyway, you may be feeling that, just, you know, thinking of ways of doing things, new way of doing things, maybe even in unconventional ways, but definitely think about your path forward and, you know, your goals that you want to create. But, you know, on this like absurd intellectual level, you could definitely feel that, okay, kind of like young Sheldon, right? Or old Sheldon, any Sheldon that you want, any universe that person's in. But everything in the first half of the month is really saying, be social, have fun, okay? And again, this is your 6th house, by the way. Not only your everyday activities where you're going to feel a lot of this, okay? So you may just feel a shift in your life, and you know the steady rhythm of your life is changing. 6th house is also health and wellness and fitness, so you could have a lot of focus there as well. But I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, maybe it's a good time to, you know, talk to people at the gym or at your yoga class. Have those conversations. You never know what doors you will open, all right? Now, first week of June, absolutely bonkers. Now, this is going to be a big money month for you, all right? Reason I say that, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all had money opportunities happen already, seeds being planted, especially after last month, okay? And then now you're going to feel a lot of it. You see, we have 3 Pluto trines, okay? Pluto, money, powerful planet, okay? Other people's money, shared resources. It could be investments, inheritance, commissions, royalties, bonuses, things like that, okay? Joining bank accounts with other people. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens toward the end of the month for y'all, or even the beginning of July. But these Pluto trines, Pluto is in Aquarius, in your 2nd house of money, salary, finances, money that you earn, all right? So you see that like the 2 money houses, you know, Pluto ruling the 8th house, really just very, very activated. And again, you're going to feel it a lot more in July, but plant those seeds now. Plant those seeds now with these Pluto trines. Now, you see the asterisks, right? The blue asterisks, the ones that are circled, are not only the 2 best days of the month, of the year too. of the year too, of all of 2024. That's how powerful they are. Plant seeds, take action. You always want to take action during these days. You do not want to miss out on it. All right. We have a Jupiter, Mercury, and the new moon are trining Pluto. I mean, that's enormous. All right. So again, all of this in your sixth house of everyday activities, but also, your money house. Okay. So these trends are very auspicious, by the way, and they bring opportunity. That's potential for opportunity. That's potential for growth, really propelling you forward in this new way. Definitely feeling really good about it too. Feeling free, very free bird energy. This is also a month, and this is why I think for you, Capricorn, this may be your month that things are going to change. New job, new career, new profession, new anything that you're truly manifesting, is because this is a really big month with a lot of contract energy. Okay, you could be signing contracts and again having really big important conversations. Just do everything you can to be seen, to be heard. Be the Reese Witherspoon of election. Go out there like it's all about you. Make it all about you. You've got Saturn, your ruling planet, in your third house. This is why this really amplifies that. Third house is communication. All right. It is also like thinking and logic. And so you're going to be processing a lot. Definitely going to be processing a lot in terms of moving forward. Now, the other thing is like investments will be a big thing this month, especially the first half with all this Pluto energy, all the Pluto trines. So keep that in mind. And it can be, obviously money, especially for y'all. But investing in the things that you want for your life. It can be a relationship. It can be career path. There's so many things are possible for you, Capricorn. And really, really supporting, these planets are really supporting like growing your business, growing your brand, growing your person. I mean, like this is, take advantage of all of this. And if you are here for love and relationships, same thing. I mean, Pluto is intimacy. All right. Pluto's intimacy. A lot of y'all could have found some moments in that you just had a bundle of planets in your fifth house of love and relationships and family and children. So, and remember the North Node is still in Aries in your fourth house. You have that overlap there with family and children, things that have to do with home. So keep that in mind. Oh, the other asterisk, by the way, those are just also really, really, really great months or great days this month. All right. So this is definitely going to be a month to remember, especially for y'all Capricorns. We've got the sun conjuncting Venus. That's going to be really big. Things are going to change for you. There's going to be some changes for y'all these months. These aspects are really powerful. There's also about 30 major aspects this month. It's insane. It's really big. Okay. One weekend that I love that I think that you're going to really like too, and I want you to write this down in your calendar, June 14th to the 17th. Okay. And you see it's not even written on my whiteboard briefcase thing here. That's how big this month is. It's not even written here, but it's such a big, and the reason why this is okay. So June 14th to the 17th, that's when you start feeling the shift into Cancer season. Sun moves into Cancer on the 20th, but Venus and Mercury move into Cancer a few days before that. Cancer rules your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Okay. And now this can be career, it can be work, it can be love, it can be romance. But do you see how there's so much potential here for, when I say like signing contracts, it could even be marriage. It could even be, tying the knot and getting proposed. There's so many things happening for y'all Capricorn. I'm really, really excited for you. And all this Cancer energy, by the way, so compassionate. It's such a compassionate, Cancer does rule like the home and family and in your domestic life. So it's this really loving energy. It's just so nice. It's very I'll get the check, like that kind of energy, right? Like, oh, after you, ma'am. Like, it's that compassion, that humanity. I really, really love this. And again, Cancer does rule your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So you will see toward the latter half of the month a lot of movement in that area. And remember, take action for all this. Now, the other thing is, okay, so you see that June 3rd, Mercury does move into Gemini. Okay, so this is going to be big. Mercury's in its domicile where Mercury feels at home. All right, Mercury rules Gemini, and that's really great because we're gonna have like so many planets in Gemini at the same time, and they're all just kind of like working off each other at this point. Mercury in Gemini is only going to be there for 2 weeks, so take advantage of it. Okay, Mercury does its best in Gemini, so connecting with others, communicating with others, building bridges, building bonds, socializing, corresponding. It's definitely going to be a time for you to really consider this. Now, Mars, by the way, Mars is definitely going to change signs and move into Taurus. You see that it's happening on the same day as the new moon in Gemini, okay, on the 6th. And so, actually, I think I have that wrong. Mars actually moves into Taurus on the 8th. Oops. So anyway, it's 2 days after that. Anyway, but I'm just thinking like, oh, I said that wrong in like every other reading that I did for all the other signs. Anyway, I'll clear that up later. But Mars, here's the thing. Mars is going to be moving into Taurus for the rest of the month. Remember, Mars for the first half of the week, up until the 8th, is still in Aries. Mars is in his domicile. And so wow. A lot of movement in home and family for you already. Okay. So there could have been a lot of changes there. Mars has been there for long enough for you to feel that home, family, parents, children, your domestic sector, real estate could be a thing for you, buying property, things like that. All right. You may feel a lot of that energy. Take advantage of that because Mars is definitely like all about drive and your passions and ambitions, and it's go, 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 go. And Taurus is no. Taurus is nope. Taurus is very, Taurus being an earth sign, very grounded, but, it really is a slowdown that you're going to feel. All right. Mars is moving into Taurus in your 5th house of love, relationships, joy and pleasure, family and children, creativity as well, self-expression. So it really is just like taking a beat, really. It's really just taking this beat, okay? So you will definitely feel this, Taurus being your BFF, fellow, earth sign, but you'll also feel the shift into Cancer when we come to the 20th with Venus and Mercury there as well, okay? Cancer being a cardinal sign like you and feeling that leadership energy, like feeling empowered, like you're going to get what you want. Now, here's the other thing. Before I flip it over, I have a lot more here. But before I flip it over, the other thing is a full moon in Cancer, okay? Full moon in Cancer. I'm sorry, full moon in your sign. Okay, so that's another big thing, Capricorn. That's in your sign, all right? Now, I'm going to tell you why this is such a unique full moon in Capricorn. It's going to blow your mind. First of all, as we know, full moons bring culmination, all right? They're the conclusion of something, the ending of something, a turning point. There's something here coming to an end. I like this full moon in your sign. Mars and Venus are kind of like snapping their fingers toward each other. A lot of good stuff happening around this time. But here's the thing about this full moon. This full moon in your sign, Capricorn, in your sign, you're going to feel this the most, okay? It's happening at 1 degree. Therefore, when we get to July, that full moon will also be in Capricorn. Yes, that's right. We have 2 Capricorn full moons back to back. And that one is at 29 degrees in July. So this is a 2-part full moon, okay? So something's coming to an end around this time in your life, all right, on June 21st. And it's only part 1. Part 2 will be in July. And that's full stop. That's 29 degrees. That's an aneretic. That's we'll talk about that later. All right. Definitely something coming to an end. The other thing is your ruling planet, Saturn, does go retrograde at the end of the month. Okay. So that's going to be, nice for you getting that, time to just reassess things, reflect on things. It may be, Saturn will be retrograde until November, but these retrogrades really give you that time to just, ask yourself, like, what are the life lessons that I've learned? And, ask yourself that question with a karmic lens. Saturn is associated with karma. So keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is you see from June 6th to the 16th, we have squares. All right. So Wonderful month, but we have these squares mid-month. Now from the 6th to the 16th, these squares, we have 7. We have 7 squares crammed between the 6th to the 16th. It's a chock full of squares, but it's also like a potpourri of squares. We have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Saturn, we have Neptune, we have all these planets, and every square has a different flavor to it, all right? Every square has a different flavor to it. So I just want you to know that these squares, around this time, it could feel like this wobbly bridge, right? But to be honest, the bridge is only like 5 feet off the ground. It is, I want you to see these squares. Squares can be challenging, right? But they're pushing you, all right? Think of Tina Fey and Mean Girls, okay? I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher. And so that's what these planets are doing. They're pushing you to grow and to expand and to thrive. All right. So use those squares to, be the best version of yourself and to really, really feel that squeeze and take care of it. All right. It really is going to be. And some of these squares, again, are just like, Neptune squares they're just like, thinking differently. And we'll talk about them. That's the other thing. If you're new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. I pull out my cards, but I tell you every aspect happening this month, week by week. And there's a lot that are affecting you, Capricorn. The biggest one that I want you to pay attention to of the squares is Mars squaring Pluto. That's going to happen on June 11th. Okay. So keep that in mind. That is very like come at me bro energy, but we'll talk about that later, okay, when we break it down. But that super stellium in Gemini from June 3rd to the 16th, really, really, really nice. We have Venus, Mercury, Sun, Jupiter freshly in Gemini. All right. So it really is like Coachella. It's like weekend one. Okay. Just the social atmosphere. You're going to be feeling very social and having conversations. And yeah, like it's really, really, really nice. And Jupiter just moved into Gemini May 25th. And I talk a lot more about that and what that means for you, Capricorn, your last week's reading, if you want to check that out if you haven't. But let's get started. Let's do it, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2024. Again, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, what a month. What a month, Capricorn. I'm excited to see what's going on for you for June 2024. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Capricorn, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I love y'all. I love my Capricorns. I can actually take off my glasses now. You are, wow, really good. Get out of your head, though. Get out of your head. So this is going to be you're really, really going to feel June. You're really going to feel June. It does seem like there are new things happening for you, which is really great. And you're obviously good, but just really get out of your, don't overthink things. Now, you got the Three of Pentacles, and we'll talk about that later. Well, Three of Pentacles, this is really great. So it seems like a lot of y'all may have already begun starting these new chapters in your life, okay, where other people are involved. And if you haven't yet, you possibly will, all right? And it can be work, it can be family related as well, because there's so much family energy with you, working with your family, in some regard to, build something, start a project, do something, see eye to eye on something where you're even ideas, creating the ideas, but it is Pentacles, so it's money, okay, money and wealth. So there could be this new path that you've already gone on, and I'm actually just dropping these readings way before June, so you could, it depends on when you watch this reading too. It's still to come, but this is all about teamwork, okay? Teamwork, working with others, bonding with others. You can see that the stonemason here, he can't build this cathedral without the architects, and vice versa. So it's really this, sense of working with others that bring this success. And it is a three, so there is this sense of whatever it is, it's like this growth and, development and, expansion for you. But it is something new. There is something new that's brewing here that's really nice. And remember, I already said, big money thing happening for you, like money matters, and even thinking about money, maybe even side hustle, side gig. But you do have the King of Cups and the heart of your spread. hello, you're great. This is really amazing. I love the fact that you have the King of Cups and the heart of your spread. He is someone that is so emotionally stable and feels really good about it. He's, to the point where he can just give all this love to everybody else. And he's a very compassionate king. Remember, you're going to feel that energy anyway moving through this month when we hit all those Cancer transits and whatnot. But he's also someone who has a lot of self-love, okay? And you know that phrase, right? You can't love someone else unless, or something like that, unless you love yourself. But this is really, really enormously great. But it seems like it's also very intuitive, and that's what I want you to do. I think I want you to move more toward your pineal gland this month, okay? Your sixth sense, your third eye. Trust your intuition. That's going to make all the difference, especially if you're overthinking things, okay? Overthinking things. Now, the King of Cups is also Scorpio, which is really nice because Scorpio rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So there could be something that you feel really good about moving into this month, all right? The other thing is that, the 11th house also rules your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. So remember, such a social month. Take advantage with all these planets. It's a party of planets. So really, really take that time. And it doesn't matter if it's colleagues, your LinkedIn community, your family, your friendships, like this, just be social. You don't know what doors you will open. And, there may be things that, conversations that you have this month that will, fill you emotionally. All right. So very, very nice. The other thing is he's a very intuitive king, the most intuitive king. So you may feel it really heightened. Now, you do have the Nine of Pentacles, but you have it in your challenge area. So there may be, the biggest thing that's coming up is there may be someone, that through these squares, you're just like, okay, we really need to see eye to eye here. We need to get on the same level about something, okay? And it could be, someone who is a little bit just, maybe the Regina George of Mean Girls, right? Someone who is just like in your way, possibly, with money related matters. It could be love relationships as well. There could be something there that's blocking your spirituality, your spiritual growth as well, your spiritual journey. So just have those conversations, communicate. Okay. There may be someone who, if you're looking to grow in some area, there's money involved. There is someone that you may have to who maybe, part of that come at me, bro energy. Remember, there are all these squares that are happening, even some Saturn squares, which, is your ruling planet. So you'll feel that. Just be cool. Just stay frosty. Let karma work its magic and just do the best that you can because you can overcome it. You're going to be wonderful. Just don't overthink it. You have the Nine of Swords in your crown. So it seems like you're going to get really busy this month. Honestly, it seems like you're going to get very busy. If you haven't felt it already, you're going to feel very busy. All right. Your daily life. But this Nine of Swords really is, what's really interesting about the Nine of Swords is, coming after your Three of Pentacles this month. And remember, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. So this month, there could be a little bit of you feeling that there are some things that you are just way, way over analyzing, or even, being in a place where you could feel that you're blaming yourself for things. And it's like being your own enemy, right? In this card, but in a way where someone could make you feel that way with the Nine of Pentacles here. All right. Someone can make you feel this way this month. So, the point of these swords is to pull them out one by one. So they're not blocking. So they're, the swords you want upright. Okay. That's true perception. They're not, they're going to horizontal here. And so you want to take them out. You want to take them out because they're stacked over his head and he just can't sleep at night. And he's like, what's going on? But usually with the Nine of Swords, it really does indicate someone else is involved. But it does seem like here for you, it could be someone that's putting you in that place. So don't let anyone do that to you, Capricorn. You're a cardinal sign. You're, on top of things. You love structure and balance. You're going to be fine with all this intuitive energy as long as you trust your intuition. Okay. And it could have to do with something that is part of the sixth house. The Nine of Swords is attributed to Gemini, right? So as I said, Gemini does rule your sixth house, everyday activities, health, wellness, fitness, even, work is a big thing there. All right. Work, labor, the process of work. And then you'll be fine. I mean, you do have the Ace of Wands in the root of your spread. Hello, new beginnings, new opportunities, your passions, right? Something new is happening this month for you for sure. But I'm getting the energy it's already happened. Something new has likely already happened. Okay. But again, it really just depends on when you watch this reading. But yes, there's definitely something new that you want. It's clear. It's clear. All right. Something that's going to bring you this emotional contentment. It's going to be, or is that right? Contentment. It's going to be very, very, very nice. The other thing is, well, with the high priestess in your future, this is always a great sign. The high priestess, the guardian of the subconscious. So, the subconscious is where we store memories, right? It is including low energy frequencies, a lot of it, tracing back to like what, childhood. That's what the subconscious is, okay? And so she's protecting you, all right? She's protecting you, especially if you are overthinking things or blame yourself for something, and something that someone could have done, someone could have said to you. And when I say that, we as human beings tend to do that just automatically. Like if you're, I don't know, like at Trader Joe's and someone bumps into you, like you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like, so don't, like, this is saying just trust your intuition. That's gonna, you make, speaking of karma being a big thing, you make really karmically sound decisions. When you trust your intuition, you have no roadblocks. When you trust your intuition, you know everything's gonna go up for you. When you trust your intuition, and it seems like you're moving in that direction, which is really great with the high priestess here. Okay, just be in touch with your intuition and even your emotions here with the King of Cups as well. Really, really, really nice. I love this for you. It's just, you're going to be very, very fulfilled. You're going to be very fulfilled. And you're moving in a place where, when you trust your intuition more and more and more and have that connection, you are more your authentic self. All right. So, and I'm going to clarify this Nine of Swords just to do a clarifier for you. Oh, get out of your head, okay? Capricorn, get out of your head, all right? You see what's waiting on the other side? You're never going to see this if you're, right? Literally hands over his face like that. So, but yeah, get out of your head. You're going to be fine. Don't overanalyze things. Trust your intuition. Ace of Pentacles, again, something rooting up for you. Your second ace. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Hello, this is when I said from the very beginning, the first 15 seconds of this video, these 2 months, like, new things are happening for you. New things. You're moving in new directions. It's clear as day now. The other thing is, now with the Ace of Pentacles, with the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles here too, there's clearly, like, yes, there could be something about finances where that could be the source of, but it may even be like someone owing you money, or someone there's just something with money and someone else involved that's coming up for me. But in any case, just know that you're going to be fine. All right. So there's no need to overanalyze or, feel this way, or even feeling guilty about something. Like, just have those conversations, communicate if you need to. Now, let's get to your staff. Capricorn, wow, you are very, very Capricorn. You're very Capricorn. Listen, Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's happening. Tell me what's going on. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Oh, my. Okay. Well, you're good. And your life is changing. And fate is at work here for you. Fate is at work here for you. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Okay, so let's get started. Well, you have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, because as long as, again, you trust your intuition, you're going to be 1000% fine. All right. None of that's going to matter. You got the Knight of Swords. It's all about moving forward. It's all about moving forward, being bold, courageous. He's moving into the storm. A lot of new beginning energy that's coming up for me, or this process of something new that started, like I said earlier. But it's your mindset. Remember, swords are the air suit, the mental suit, logic, thinking, even communicating, like being fearless in that capacity. Now, Knight of Swords is also a Gemini card. He's Gemini. Gemini. So remember, just communicate, but also just think about your future and just don't let anything get in your way. Like, you're going to be absolutely fine here. With the Ace of Swords as well. So do you see, Capricorn? You got 3 aces. That is not common. That is not common. You got the Ace of Wands. You got the Ace of Pentacles. I'll just pull them up. They look so beautiful together. You got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Come on. That mental breakthrough, that's what the Ace of Swords is. It's so easy for you to get out of with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I'm sorry, Ace of Swords. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be 1000% fine. Just trust your intuition. That really is all it's saying here. Now, the other thing is the Ace of Swords. Remember how I talked about contracts earlier? There may honestly be something you're signing. It could be even like a lease or something on a house, but a new job or a new project that you're taking on. Just have those conversations. It could even be an important conversation that you had, but you see a lot of victory in this card, a lot of power, right? Because this is the biggest sword in the deck. This is a lot of power. You know what it also is? Aces, remember that new change, the new beginnings, this new cycle for you. And then swords is also change. And so a lot of change here, but you're shifting with all this change, these new beginnings. That's very auspicious for you. Strength, hello. And it is in your external factors area. Like, it just feels like the universe is like opening things up for you in this big way. But you also have strength, which is absolutely amazing. Okay. And it just seems like, do it. Just have that courage, feel that boldness to that you've got infinite possibilities ahead of you. There is nothing in your way, except maybe one person that you may have to talk with who's just like, to call her up, that kind of like the 80s villain kind of person, but in like Weird Science or whatever movie. But even still, this is going to be really nice. The other thing is, when I look at this, it would be good to not overindulge this month. But it just seems like I don't have to tell you that because of all this intuitive energy. And then you not only it's intellect as well, right? With the Ace of Swords, like, you're going to be smart about things, but you're going to be great. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your final outcome. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. This is a card of luck. It's Jupiter rule. It's associated with Jupiter. Good luck, good fortune, prosperity. This is, the wheel turning in your favor. This is opening up new paths. It's, a card. It's a 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginnings. So you see here, new, and intuition, love, emotional, I'm feeling emotionally fulfilled. But the Wheel of Fortune, oh my goodness, like, you're going to be absolutely fine. There's a lot of change happening for you this month. In fact, probably one of the biggest changes in your life. This is going to be really big with Jupiter and like a host of other planets moving into, Gemini. That's your success of everyday activities. So it shifts your everyday activities, right? Your daily routines. And also this card is very highly associated with karma. As I said, that's going to be a big thing this month. So just consider that. Constantly working with your karma. Your karma's not static. You constantly want to work with it, but you're gonna be fine. This is like the universe looking down at you, Capricorn, and saying, that Capricorn, we're going to fast track them on their path to enlightenment. We're going to open doors for them, make things happen. This is fated. It's also faith, having faith that everything's working out for you. Like, don't even, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It seems like this is going to be just a little temporary, but it seems like it's going to be solved. You're going to have that breakthrough. You're going to be absolutely amazing. Capricorn, let's break it down. This is possibly, like, this is big. 3 aces in your main spread. Like, come on. In your whole spread. Okay, so week 1, June 2nd. All right, so June 2nd, that's Sunday, Jupiter trining Pluto. You better mark this down in your calendar. This is Jupiter expands, right? Jupiter expands. This is going to be this moment of expansion for you, this seed being planted. Something just happening here. Pluto, again, being in Aquarius in your second house of money and salary and income, but is also self-worth, self-value, that confidence that you're definitely going to have this month. So yeah, it's total jackpot energy here. Jupiter trining Pluto, especially for you, Capricorn. It is not only the best money day of June, it is one of the best money days of the entire year. This is going to be really big coming after the other Pluto trines. On the same day, Mercury will sextile Neptune. So nice. We'll talk about it in your weekly reading. And then on June 3rd, Mercury moves into Gemini. I talked about this. Take advantage of this. There's also like this great planetary thing that's happening on this day that I really love. I'll tell you in your weekly reading. And then the day after is the big day. Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini, sign contracts, okay? Have those important conversations. You may find growth in business around this time. You could be traveling around this time. You could be business traveling around this time. There could be something you're writing, something you're learning that's really, really going to be awesome, okay? Mercury trines Pluto that same day. This is just, wow. Just having that power, okay? Having that power with words, but there's a lot, that's a lot deeper. We'll go deeper in your weekly reading because the Sun conjuncts Venus, one of the best days of, not like the month, but also the year, okay? This is the Sun conjuncting Venus, all right? So really, really, really nice here. So it's like enormous love energy too. Like love is in the air energy. Really, really, really nice. Feeling the pleasures of life. You could fall in love with like someone's mind around this time, vice versa. A lot of peace around this. Now, on June 6th, we have that new moon in Gemini. All right. So this is going to be really big. All right. We have that super stellium. We have the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter all in Gemini. And remember, Jupiter is still trining Pluto at this point. So really, really, really sweet. Now, what I love about this, remember, new moons, you want to set intentions, you want to plant seeds, you want to put action toward the things that you want. All right. It's happening in your sixth house, everyday activities, health, fitness, work, okay, work, hiring employees, things like that, work, process of work. So keep that in mind. Now, the thing about this new moon, okay, I'm just going to let you know now, the corresponding full moon in Gemini that's happening in December, okay, on the verge of your birthday season, that full moon where you reap your rewards, that full moon will be conjuncting Jupiter. You better plant them seeds. You better plant them seeds. Now, on the 8th, Venus squares Saturn, and then Mars moves into Taurus, and then we have the Sun square Saturn. So this is when we start feeling this squares. We even have one on the day of the new moon, but that's kind of like, you'll feel it more like around like the 8th and the 9th, these squares. And, you know, it's just like that squeeze I was talking about, okay? And remember, Saturn is your ruling planet. It could be something where, you know, you may be thinking really, really deeply about things around this time. Don't get stuck there, all right? So, and it's just temporary. It's just temporary squeeze. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of June. Oh, yeah, you got the Three of Swords. So something's coming to an end for sure. Okay, something's coming to an end. It's going to have an emotional impact for you, but there is this sense of like healing through this Three of Swords. So in a way, it's almost like this healing of whatever is happening that is afflicting you up here. Because I'm going to point something out. Sure, this is like a card where, you know, it may be like something's maybe emotionally challenging and it may be really hard for you emotionally on this emotional level, but it's still a sword suit. It's still a sword suit. It's up here. It's up here. Remember, you have the Nine of Swords. So that's going to be happening the first week, but it really is going to be something that you may feel more around these squares that are squaring your, you know, your ruling planet. So just keep that in mind. There could be something, like I said earlier, someone's making you feel a certain way, and it could be really hard, but it's all up to you and how you see. So first of all, remember I said, look how amazing this month is, okay? Now, look how amazing your spread is. There's something new happening for you. And so part of this is this healing that you may have to do the first week from something that does happen. And it is also a perception. Like you can see the rainstorm here. So, I mean, you can see it as like when it rains, it pours. Or, you know, after a rainstorm comes a rainbow. All right. So it's all the way that you see it, but I'll clarify that one for you too. All right. Capricorn, let's see. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You're really good. Just know that there is going to be some sort of emotional impact the first week. it definitely may have to do with these Saturn squares, okay? These Saturn squares where you feel a squeeze. You feel a squeeze. Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. I can't believe that. I can't believe that, all right? You also have, remember, you started off with the Three of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles. This is with Ace of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles are earthbound, all right? Pages are earthbound too, so this is double earth. This is something really rooting up for you. Really rooting up for you. Something new. This is a page. It's a newbie in the royal court, all right? And it brings in, pages are messengers too. So there could be something coming through that is, you know, it really is almost like there's something that you have to heal from the past, or even from this week, that is going to help you grow. All right. Remember, Pentacles, this is abundance. This is earthbound. So that growth. But it's almost like in order for that to happen, you see they're both clarifying, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords, the only two cards in your entire spread that's just saying like, okay, there's got to be a lot of you things going on up here, but just keep that in mind. All right, you've got a lot of things on the other side, so do that emotional healing, and you're gonna feel really great. All right, you're gonna really feel really great. And I have to remind you, you know, we're all human beings. We're all human beings. It's a, you know, there's a reason why we weren't built as robots. All right, we were built with tons of emotions to feel, because we need to feel these emotions to grow. All right, now second week, Capricorn. June 11th, all right, Mars squaring Pluto. This is that day that it's just, you know, it's like very controlling energy. You know, Mars is physical energy too. And just around this time coming after the other squares, and you just may feel a little like, you know, maybe a little exhausted. So, but just don't overexert yourself around this time. Now on the 12th, Mercury will square Saturn. Just be mindful about the way that you speak, especially with Saturn being in Pisces in your third house of communication. Mercury, all about communication. But someone could say something around to you around this time too, where you just have to be cool and just say, you know, just stay frosty. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And the reason why is because on the 14th, we do have that Mercury Cazimi. So the Sun conjuncts Mercury just 2 days after, and that's that refresh, that beautiful refresh, that clarity, that burst of brilliant ideas, which I really love. And then on the 16th, we have both Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune, okay? Happy Father's Day. Now, these squares, they're, you know, it's just, you know, having a foot on the ground, just really not saying anything that's like too far out there. All right. Neptune is in your third house as well, communication. But the great thing about this that I love for you is that the moon will be in Libra all weekend. And remember, you know, Libra is Venus ruled. So there could really honestly be something really sweet here around partnerships. All right. Especially with career. Okay. Remember, Libra does rule your 10th house of career, public recognition, honors, achievements. So there could be something here. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a big shift happening around this time. Now, let's see what's going on for you for the second week of June. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, you're going to be absolutely fine. This is going to be one of your best months. All right. You just don't want to be in your head too much. You got the sun. Have you ever gotten tarot reading, Capricorn? You know, the sun is the biggest. Yes. This is abundance, vitality, growth. Okay. Remember, you have a lot of growth here with new things. You have your vibrational frequencies just elevate, like vibrating at higher frequency yourself. This is really nice. Okay. It's abundance. Okay. It's feeling that freeness. It's feeling very free. It's feeling, you know, a lot of victory, success here as well with the sun. This is your purpose. This is just absolutely amazing. So you are going to be 1000% fine. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week. Okay, so third week, pay attention to the 17th, all right? Remember I said earlier, Mercury will conjunct Venus this day. Wow, this is really big. This is going to be Monday, June 17th. Remember, Mercury and Venus move into Cancer this day, so they're conjuncting in Cancer, all right, at 0 degrees. This is huge. This is your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, so you may feel something here, all right? You may feel something here. Again, we'll talk more about this in your weekly reading. Just know that Venus in Cancer, very compassionate energy, A lot of passion, a lot of compassion, a lot of that feel good, that loving energy, very nurturing, very protecting, self-protective as well. It is just really, really, really nice. This is definitely that feeling of like, Cancer is such a watery, feminine sign. It's feeling that softness side of you. It's like, you know what it is? It's lying in bed with like your kids and or your dog or your lover or I don't know, a bag of chips, whatever you want, Capricorn, you can have it. You can have it. Now, a few days later on the 20th, the sun moves into Cancer and it is officially summer. Amazing. And winter in the southern hemisphere, but it is equinox. It's solstice. I mean, like this is going to be a bit when you start feeling like a really big shift. Okay. Now on the 21st, we have this full moon in your sign. You're changing, Capricorn. You as a human being are changing. And remember, this is part one of a 2-part full moon series in your sign. I love this full moon. Mercury sextiling Mars this day. Really, really nice. That's like stepping up energy, like saying what you believe. And anyway, let's see what's going on for you for the 3rd week of June. You got the 8 of Pentacles. Amazing. That's amazing. I love that for you. I love that for you. This is you being laser focused, going after your goals. Nothing's going to stop me now. It seems like there's something new happening for you. Clearly something new, okay? Clearly something new, something faded, something that you've done for yourself, which is really great. You've opened up this path and now you're just laser focused. Eyes on the prize, being very diligent. Like this is you going toward your legacy. Nothing can stop you now. This is you going to the finish line. I love this for you. I absolutely love it. It could even be in this spiritual way. All right. Especially with the King of Cups and the High Priestess is that's here. And even like, the Strength card. I say that because the 8 of Pentacles is actually attributed to Sun and Virgo. And Virgo does rule your 9th house of spirituality. All right. So really, really, really nice coming after the Sun. Now, last week on the 26th, Mercury's going to trine Saturn. I really, really want you to pay attention to this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I really want you to pay attention to this because, and we'll talk about it more in the weekly reading, but this is when you may sign another contract. Remember there's contract energy this month. This is when you may sign a contract. There may be something happening here because Saturn is in your 3rd house. So there could be something, even making a commitment in a partnership. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, this is very possible. There's some big change that may be happening for you. Saturn is that like enduring, long lasting energy. Anyway, day after Venus sextile Mars, you know what happens when these planets get together. So, you're gonna, have some fun around this time. I would not be surprised if it is in like, it's you know what it is. Okay. So the fact that Venus is in Cancer at this point in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships and Mars is in Taurus in your 5th house of love and relationships. Yeah, have some fun. Now, on the 29th, I got to put my glasses on. I know it's the last one, too. Saturn officially goes retrograde, and then Mercury will sextile Uranus. This is very interesting, coming right after the 28th. Well, and I can't wait to talk about this week for you in your weekly reading. This is the only Uranus aspect this month. This is be spontaneous, be impulsive, do something fun and wild and just crazy. But this is something where you may, even hear surprising news. You could get some fun, exciting news. This is going to be really nice. All right. So let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, for the last week of June. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're absolutely good here. Yeah. So I am just gonna leave that with you. You got the Fool in your final week, and so yeah, you're on this new journey. So how fun. It's like the Ouroboros for me. It's like from the very beginning, I said, Capricorns, your life is this. Out of all the signs, you may feel like, anyway, but whatever. Listen, yeah, something new is happening for you. It is definite here. Definite here. You're on this new journey. There's so much innocence, opportunity in this card. This is you taking that leap of faith, taking that risk for things that you know, but having that confidence, okay? And that's what, confidence is taking risks, okay? And what is taking risks? It brings that confidence. I love this for you, okay? This is a lot of opportunity. You're the full journey. I mean, this is good. This is like, you see the full abundance of the sun here. I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good. The other thing I'm going to point out is that not only did you get these 3 aces and the Wheel of Fortune, you see that in the wisdom child in the sun, all right? You see the red feather in his head, referencing the fool with the red feather in his cap. And you see the full abundance of the sun, referencing the sun. New journey. There's something new happening in your life this month, and it's very auspicious and it's golden. And this is possibly going to be 1 month you never forget. This is actually a very rare spread. I hope you know that. Very, truly, truly rare. I don't even know what to. And actually, yeah, it's wow. You only got. That's the other thing. Major Arcana, court card, Major Arcana, court card, Major Arcana, court card, Major Arcana, court card, Major Arcana. You got a lot of them. Okay? You got a lot of them. That's really crazy. Okay, this is really rare. I mean, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool just alone. Well, I'll add the High Priestess there too, but that's just like insane. But then the fact that you got 3 aces, and then even the Page of Pentacles, one of the aces being the Pentacles. So money, 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 money. Something new. This is rare. This is a truly incredibly rare spread. Capricorn, I'm very happy for you. I'm very excited for you. You know I've got you. So I'll see you next week. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know. Oh my goodness. Tell me what's going on. And I will see you next week where we go deeper into these aspects that are happening first week of June. Big ones. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.